Very caramel colored.
Yeah. These planets are really beautiful. With these, wow, look at that. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Just go.
All right, there we go. We are live. Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing? All right, so Chris is walking the dog, getting some coffee. That's what he told me. That's all I can say. Hopefully, everybody's having a good day. Enjoyed Floury Squirrel's stream. Saw some sweet looking living ships. I will say that last one, it does look like an avocado. I gotta agree, 100%. Yep, that was an avocado. But I don't think I'd ever seen one colored like that. So, doctor. Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad I'm not the only one that's reminded of that, shock and awe. So, yeah, that radiant pillar's just absolutely gorgeous. Yep. Nope. That belongs to CrisCros. I'm flying an A-Wing. What's going on, my friend? It helps if I turn you on the stream. Now we're good. All right.
Sorry, I got stuck. How we doing?
No worries. Doing good, my friend. Doing good. Trying to get my cords untangled. Now
Hello,
we're
everybody
solid.
in chat. Good to see you. Love to see it.
All right. So, yeah,
And yes,
we've
that
got
is my beautiful radiant pillar.
Yes, indeed. So yeah, not a heavy Rasa there, Joe. No, I like the long noses and the needle noses. Those are my fighters. That's what I dig. So although when me and CrisCros met up here, there was a sweet solar that rammed me as I was flying out. And I come back in and it's still sitting here in the station. I'm like, oh yeah, I want to get that solar. Just as I land, it flies away. Wouldn't you know it? All right, Squirrel Raid. Welcome, Raiders. Thanks, everybody, for coming on over. Appreciate all of you.
Hey, Floury.
What is going on? Hey, Floury, if you are here, let me know in chat. CrisCros was telling me something earlier that I'd never heard, and so I'm curious if you've heard about it with
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with ship spawns and stuff. So yeah, let me yep, Flower's in chat. So yeah, what were you talking about, Chris? Let's see if Flowery knows this.
So, did you know, Floury, when you load into a game inside of a space station, the direction that you're looking determines what basically what I'm trying to say is you can take the direction that you're looking and manipulate which wave of ships spawns at what time. So if you are loading in and you're facing directly out the landing bay, that means that wave 1 is going to spawn. You can pause and skip the spawn rates of different waves by simply looking 90 degrees away from the exit entrance of a space station. So if you want a third wave ship, you just have to spawn in or land in a space station, look 90 degrees away once you get out of your ship, and count to a certain number of seconds, and then turn back and look towards the entrance exit to spawn that corresponding wave. I think each wave in increments spawns in every 18 or so seconds. So if you wanted a third wave ship, or a chance for a third wave ship to spawn and land in here, you would load the save, get out of your ship, and immediately look to the right or left at 90 degrees away from the entrance, count to 36, and then look back to the entrance, which would spawn the third wave basically first.
Okay.
I mean, I absolutely know it's a thing. It's how I used to get ships I wanted to when I was actually a ship searcher guy years ago. They very well could have changed it in the last, however many years it's been, 3 years since I actually did ship hunting. But
that's pretty. There's so many little funky idiosyncrasies about this game. That's what's fun about it. It's just finding all the little, not really cheats, but more wrinkles in the game. So Flowery thinks you're pulling his leg.
I'm not, Flowery. I am dead serious. Every time I use this is before living ships. This is before a lot of different stuff. This is whenever I wanted a squid or an exotic ship, and I knew it was a third wave, a chance to spawn third wave at a space station. All you got to do is come here, and immediately after you land, or immediately once you load in, just look to the left or the right by 90 degrees, and it stops any ships from spawning during those waves for however long you're sitting there looking in those directions. And then the second you look out the doorway into the space station, it continues that spawn counter.
Interesting. Typo says the timing will vary by platform.
Oh, really?
Okay. Well, I think it's easy to check there, Flowery. It is easy to check, so...
I know on Xbox it was 18 seconds per wave. First wave will spawn after 18 seconds, second wave after 36 seconds, third wave after whatever, and so on and so forth.
Flowery says he thinks there was something like it in the before times, but it has changed since.
In the long, long ago.
Oh, DG says he's used that method for a couple years.
Yeah, if it's still a thing, then it's good. It doesn't work for everything, though. It doesn't work at trade stations because planetary spawns are I'm not saying anything Flowery doesn't already know, but yeah, trade station spawns and planetary spawns are different from space spawns and all that stuff. Crash ship spawns are way different. And,
Did you need to be in first person? Cole Sparks is wondering. Do you got to be in first person, or can it work in third?
I think so. I've always played in first person, so I don't know.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'll usually play in third person or first person, and I'll usually stream in third. It took a bit getting used to, but well, all right, Chris.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting thing to test out and see if it still works.
See if it still works. Yeah. Stream fodder. All right.
I mean, I'm not going to do it, but somebody else can.
All right, so you're heading to the teleporter there, Chris? I'm gonna bounce out, do an anomaly jump.
Yeah, we'll go to the pyramid base first, and then we'll let everybody decide where we go from there. Because this is a first for this base. You are the first person to tour this one outside of myself. So.
Okay. All right. Well, looking forward to it for sure then. Absolutely. Shock and awe. Land, get in and out 4 times, turn around 2.5 times, then half boost your jetpacks, and poof, you get what you want. Zane put out a tutorial on the method a few years back. Okay. Gotcha. All right, let me know
sorry,
when
my
you're
sound
there.
cut out for a second. If you said anything to me, I couldn't hear it.
No worries. DG says Zane put out a tutorial on that method a couple years back.
No kidding.
So,
I learned it from another buddy of mine when I long before I even started streaming on Xbox. He taught me the whole thing.
Gotcha.
Well, he probably learned it from Zane.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Inside Vortex, ship and multi-tool hunting is way above my pay grade. I'll stick with floors and walls. Yeah, there you go.
Same Vortex. Once I started doing something else, I stopped doing that stuff.
All right, you at the spot, Chris?
Yeah,
Okay.
I am down here. Yes.
All right,
This is the base name is redacted in parentheses.
All right.
Because I'm real clever, let me tell you.
Yes, indeed. All right. Absolutely. Yep. You gotta do the hokey pokey while you're chanting Gek words, and in and out of your ship 4 times, spin around 2.5, jetpack halfway.
Yep. Fire
Then you're good.
Tool 3 times to the left, twice to the right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I've got your icon though. That's a plus.
Hey, winning. The stars are aligning.
They are.
No Man's Sky for the first time in a while.
In a while. Multiplayer's been so buggy lately. Really hope they fix it. Yeah.
It has been absolute doo-doo poo-poo since 4.0.
Yeah.
They can get their stuff together.
Hopefully they do.
I mean, eventually.
Yeah.
Game's still pretty new.
It is. Exactly. It's growing pains, man. Growing pains. Yes, indeed. This is a yellow planet, my friend. Oh, a nice little splashes of purple, but yeah, it's yellow.
And it's a glowing golden grass bubble planet paradise.
Oh, the bioluminescent grass too.
Yeah.
That's a funky one. Yeah, this is one of the weirder ones I've seen. But yeah,
who found this one for me? Oh, I found this one. Okay. Very rarely do I find my own planets. I don't do a lot of exploring, so I'm surprised that I actually found this one for myself.
Oh, there you go.
I had to have been by accident.
There we go. Jesus, what is those are short walls? Yeah, they are. They're fucking short walls. That's crazy, dude. So is that you just started building ellipses and did you go until the game told you to stop?
6 iterations of say again?
Did you keep going until the game told you to stop at 3K pieces, or did you?
No, this is actually that was the start of the base. Was me trying to figure out how to do something for a whole nother project, which is a base called Entanglement. I was trying to make a giant atom.
Okay.
And so I was using the ellipses to make the orbitals for the electrons, and that's what I came up with. And then I didn't like this one. This one has 3 iterations of an ellipses at 60-degree angles from each other, and I didn't like the way this one looked, but I did like where it was positioned and all that stuff, and this planet. So I was like, I need to put something here. And this was right around the time it was like sometime last year, everybody and their sister and their cousin and their mother were building pyramids. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and build a pyramid. So then I built this.
Okay, gotcha.
And yeah.
Yeah, that's very
And yes,
cool.
it is all short walls. It's the method I used for those ellipses is the older of my methods. I don't remember what it's called, but it's definitely the more difficult, long-winded method before I discovered the newer ones that I have.
Gotcha.
So that was a pain, but super fun to do. And it's off center because when I was making it, I didn't. If you want it to be perfectly in line with each other, all the different iterations of the ellipses, you have to offset the short walls by 2 floor thicknesses because the wire, the wire point. The base point for a short wall is at the base of the short wall, not in the center of the short wall. Like it's in the from its like body mass. It's not in the dead center of its physical mass, its volume. It's at the bottom of it. So when I was making these, I was just making these circles or the ellipses based off of and using the rotation point based off of the bottom of the short wall. So if you get real close to the top of it, you can actually see they're off center by exactly the half distance between the bottom and top of his short wall.
Okay,
which I didn't notice until about 90% done with it. And I was like, you know what? I'm not
Fuck
going to redo this. I'm just going to keep going.
It's a feature, not a problem.
Yep, exactly.
I like these. So these tunnels, these are what? The alloy roofs with the window portion merged in together, and then you got light panels running up through the windows?
Yes.
Nice, yeah.
That's exactly what those are.
That's a good look. I like that. Yeah, I used that on a previous build. I like how the light panels shine through the windows specifically on that roof. And
I think that's
a fun
why
little
I chose that.
Yeah, I like it with the upside down alloy roofs and then the legacy triangles.
Yeah.
A little bit of negative space in there. Very nice. Oh, and this is a top and bottom pyramid too.
Yes, it's actually the alloy roofs that are merged together at those angles with the red floor lights on the inside. That's actually the edges of a 4-sided pyramid that is exactly 45 degrees from the other pyramid, which is using the red legacy parts. So it's actually the structure for 2 different pyramids, and the smaller one is the one that's also inverted at the same time.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm seeing that now. Very cool. Yeah. All right. And so yeah, basically the other pyramid you just stripped everything but the seams out.
Yeah, and instead of using triangle parts, I just built off of the edges with the square parts and then built down to a certain point and then rotated those and used wall parts at the base and just built down to a center point.
Oh, you're built on a comm station here. Nice. Okay, I'm down I'm like, what'd you do for the base down on the ground? Oh, it's the stairs to a comm station. Since I haven't been inside, I haven't seen the rest of it. Okay. Well, I guess that means it's time to go inside.
Yeah, the inside is a trip. One of the most long-winded, stupid little things I've ever made, and it totally wasn't worth it. But it looks cool for about 30 seconds, and then once you see all my other stuff, it's like that's 3 out of 10 for CrisCros. Let's be honest.
I've got plenty of those, my friend. Yes, indeed, plenty of those. Now that's a fun power door.
Yeah, I was going for kind of Egyptian influence, a little like
Horus like little Horus eye. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice. Oh, and it spits you out right there too. Okay, so then you've got the rest of the pyramid down below. That's Church of the Holy Hangover. Yo, Alex, what's going on, man? How you doing? Apex.
Studies, 60%.
How's it going, guys?
It works every time.
That's a lot of wayward cubes, my friend.
Oh, Oh, are you up there? On my screen, you're just...
Yeah, I'm
Standing
in
at the
build
bottom.
care. I'm in photo
Oh,
mode.
okay.
Photo mode.
Okay, yeah.
So that's an egg with
Yep.
the space whale inside. Yeah, that's...
It is.
Yep.
Great idea, right?
Great idea.
thought
That
it
had to
looked
be
so
a
cool.
gigantic pain in the ass. It looks bad as hell. But yeah, that had to be a gigantic pain
Yeah,
in the
not
ass, my
fun.
friend. Yeah. That's a great look though. That's and perfectly placed.
Yeah, it's a circle at the center, and then it's 4 other ellipses that have different sizes that I had to go around to each iteration around the ellipses and adjust the angle that was pointing up and down so that they all lined up with each other. And I don't know how it looks for you, but it didn't load perfectly for me. So the wayward cubes aren't lining up to make kind of a little spiral on the inside very well, but
Oh, they are for me.
okay, cool.
Yeah, they're moving nice in unison for me, my friend. Yep.
I was
that's-
trying to make it look like this was being like incubated
Yeah,
with
absolutely.
all the other stuff in the top. So
Yeah, and you got the robo servitor swinging around the outside. Yeah,
yeah.
that's nice. And then mining units with singularity cortexes, or I always forget the name of those. But yeah, on the bottom of them, pointed in, is like the little
Something.
some
little-
yes, some little
node.
device. Yeah, incubation device. Yeah, incubation node.
Yep.
That's better. Yeah, that's nice. And then we got sphere generator up top.
Hey Zab, how you doing? Hi DG. I don't know if I said
What's
hi.
going on,
Joe,
Zabs?
you're I can't get rid of Joe.
Nobody
follows me
can.
everywhere. Hey Rich, how you doing?
What's going on, Richard Head Gaming? How you doing, man? And now, when you built this, did the teleporters have their fun little effect, or was this built before they changed those?
No, this was before 4.0. So this
Okay.
was before this new animation.
The new teleporter
I just use them
animation.
because I like the perfect circular,
Yeah,
like, yeah, the way that all the perfect circles kind of create a design on the outside.
it's nice. Yeah, that's well, and you get a bit of a design on the inside too. You're just missing the top portion
Yeah.
of it. You can't quite see, but that's still. And I like how you just got the short walls coming off, and then you got gaps in there again. Yeah, just the negative space, man, is absolutely killer.
That might not have been intentional, but thank you.
Okay. Well, hey,
I
you know
think
what?
I
Take
just
it.
either deleted those short walls or didn't fill in the space because I did not realize there was a gap in between those.
What do you mean? You meant to do it. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
So glad
Oh,
you
that's
noticed
funny. I
that,
did not
Enra. I
realize that.
meant to do that. Nobody else has noticed that. That's awesome. There we go. Yeah, nice little use
Yeah, I
of
must have.
adornments here
What's
on
my
the.
part count at? No, my part counts. I could still build more. So I was thinking maybe I deleted some stuff just because of the part count.
Yeah,
and
just to
didn't
get
replace
in.
it afterwards or something.
Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Joe is omnipresent. That is one of the best descriptions of Joe I think I've heard there, Richard. Very nice.
I don't know.
Omnipresent. Not omnipotent, omnipresent. What is... Dude,
No, I'm glad it all loaded in.
I've
'Cause this one, I haven't
never
visited this one in a while.
thought of merging like a circle of the cloaker of the wire hiders. That looks freaking awesome, dude. I mean,
Yeah,
I use them a
was trying
lot,
to-
and
the
so
angle isn't perfect. I was trying to just make a little like globe that spun at the top there. It's real close. It's not
It's-
perfect, but yeah.
well, you know, the imperfection of it is actually it works because you get to see each one discrete instead of just them all being one blob.
Yeah.
It gives it
Okay, I could see that.
Yeah, it makes it a little
I
discreet.
think it would look
but-
a lot better if I doubled up how many were there, because there's only 8 in each of those. I think maybe if I
maybe a
did
16 would
16 or 32,
probably-
it would look a little more solid. But I also like the kind of flowery design that the light rings at the base of them give. I didn't want to
Yeah.
obstruct those.
That's such a good look, because I use them all the time and all sorts of stuff because it's movement, and I'm always looking to get more movement in my builds, but I've never doubled them up at all. I've always used them as singletons.
Yeah,
Not
it took a minute to
anymore.
find the right angle at the opposite sides of circles for those to line up like that, but
Yeah.
it's very subtle. It's not so much. And I like the base of it all kind of curve up to make a little concave like dish
They do,
like
yeah.
bowl down there. Yeah, it's kind of cool.
So they're not
Chris gets
glitched
lazy.
in
I
an
do
angle.
too. I don't like how all of the people that have been watching me build for a long time are in chat, because they're gonna give away a lot of secrets about how I skip steps and get lazy and don't do everything. They're gonna reveal a lot about me tonight.
Yeah. There we go. Joe, looks cool if you add text beacon things into the middle. Yeah, that would be. That would be a nice touch. But so they're not glitched in at an angle. They're glitched in flat, and then the bases themselves give it that concave appearance.
No, those are all. That's a 8-sided circle at the base, and then all of them are angled down towards the center point, down towards the center of the circle. So I think I made a 8-sided circle and then grabbed all the wire points around the edge, and then lowered the center point, and then Blender glitched from the center
Brought 'em
point
in.
out to each point around the outside edge.
Oh, brought them out. Okay, from the center out. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
So they are
all
very
spread
subtly
out.
angled down towards the center.
Yeah, that's a nice touch. We've got this fantastic pyramid and everything, and I'm sitting here obsessed about these freaking wire hiders on little.
Hey, the pyramids are easy to build. These things take longer than the start of a pyramid.
Yeah, well, and it's. I was talking with Joe about that earlier today, actually. How pyramid, 10, 15 minutes done. Dome or sphere, hours later, you're hating your life.
Especially pyramids don't take long anymore, especially with the CrisCrosApplSoS patented top-down 2- and 3-sided pyramid method.
Boom, yeah. I used the slight variation of it to make mine at the Trichive. Added in light boxes.
Do you build yours from the top down too?
Yep. And I
That's so much. I love it.
It's so easy. Yeah, I checked out your video, and really the only difference is I set the top point with light boxes and micro adjustments, and you figured out the right size with floors. And so yours is
well, I mean, as long as you're using a perfectly square object, you should be able to find the angles of both of those with the same angle changes in math. Like with the 3-sided, you have to change your outside edge of your starting one by whatever it is, 60 degrees, and then rotate your cubes by 45 degrees, then go up and over, and you're good. And then minus the 30-degree change, and you've got yourself a 4-sided pyramid at the right angle. So,
yeah. So yeah, pyramids are easy. So are domes. They just take fucking forever.
yeah, well, both dome methods. I prefer the semi-sphere dome method, where you just basically make half of a sphere. But there are other people like using short wall methods and then rotating the floor parts, or rotating the wire ends to match floors, and that takes too long for me.
It does. That takes
The guy
so
who
long.
spends 200 hours on a build, but yeah, I don't like that method.
Well, see, when you spend that much time, you gotta be, you gotta make it all useful. Okay, you can't be.
Yeah.
I mean, you spend that much time, but it's not time spent just mindlessly clicking buttons.
Most of my or 100 to 200 hours on a build, that most of it is me deleting stuff that I don't like and redoing it. That's why my builds take so long. The methods themselves, only stuff like the horns on the big skull and the tornado and those vortexes, that literally just the scaffolding for it takes 30 hours to do. Other than that, the majority of the time on my builds is just building something, not liking it, tearing it down, and readjusting it in a little bit. Doing that 5 times.
Yes, indeed. Know the feeling, my friend. Absolutely. All right. Well, you want to see what chat wants to see next? And thanks
Yeah,
about props for the story, the high story there, Daryl. I appreciate that. I had fun with that.
let's see. Let me look at. So we've got Entanglement, which is a giant 3D representation of the quantum entanglement. We've got Bender Bending Rodriguez, which is a giant statue of Bender from Futurama. We've got the Sith Citadel, which is probably one of my most famous ones. We've got a Halo Combat Evolved multiplayer map, which actually nobody's ever visited that one. It's just basically the map wizard from Halo Combat Evolved. I rebuilt it in No Man's Sky.
Oh, cool.
Then I have the Queen's Gambit, which is a giant chess set, the Alpha Gemerald, which is a giant egg, the King's Demise, which is a wireframe version of the chess set, the CCAS 1985 Goat, which is a giant spaceship I built, the tentacle coming out of the ground with the eyeball, NASA space shuttle, the Corkscrew Anomaly, which that's the best name I ever came up with it. The SS Razzle Dazzle, which is my airship and home base.
Gotcha.
And yeah, that's all I've got on this save. And then I've also got the on another save, I've got the Millennium Falcon, and like 3 others. So it's really up to everybody what they would like to see.
Well, I think we've got singleton votes for a whole bunch of stuff, and so we need a
great.
double
Okay.
vote. Yeah.
Joe, tell Joe to shut up about the Enterprise.
No, that's
Joe.
Shock. That's Shock and Awe. He started it. Shock and Awe always starts it. Of course, it was S&A. If it gets started, it was probably Shock. If not
Citadel,
him, then
Bender, chess set. Okay. Well, I tell you what. Let's go to Bender first, because we won't spend too much time at Bender. And
All
then
right,
we
yeah,
can,
let's see
go to
Bender.
another one after that.
Sounds good. Now that's weird. When you left the system, there was a whole bunch of eels flying above the base. When you left the system, they all popped out.
Huh.
Never
Why
seen
would
that
that's
before.
weird. I wonder
yeah.
why those animation would be based on the host.
Linked
That's
to
weird.
your game. Yeah, that's very weird.
I hope this one loads in for you, because it's on my friend Jessica's home world.
Oh, so it's a heavy planet.
Yeah, it's got I don't know if you know iCrawBaby. She's a Twitch
Yeah.
streamer. Been a friend of mine for a long while. This is her community planet, so there's like 30 bases on this planet.
Gotcha. All right, well, we'll see. Zab says they followed you. You got any eels in that sky? There where you're at?
No, bunch of birds. Looks like a flock of seagulls. That's about it.
Oh, Vortex has got a base there too.
Do you really? Nice.
All right.
Yeah, Jess has been a good friend of mine for a while now. I met her when she had 100 followers over on Twitch, and now she's got like 4,500 or some
Nice.
crazy fucking number.
That's nuts. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, no, she's very fun to watch, and she's a pretty young female, so she's
There you
doing
go.
well for herself.
That's a good recipe on TikTok too,
she's,
but Twitter, yeah,
She's
or
modest
Twitch.
too. She's a good Twitch streamer. She doesn't wear low cut
Yeah,
tops
yeah.
and stuff like that. She plays video games, which is nice.
Yeah,
That's
that's
why
cool.
I selected her and started rating her when I was still streaming over on Twitch.
Gotcha. Yeah.
She's a nice gal. But yeah, you've met her.
I have. Yeah, we played Among Us with her.
yeah.
Yeah. I think once or twice. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that Goose Goose Duck game, Enra, you have got to play it with us.
Oh, I'm definitely down. Definitely down.
It is absolutely hilarious.
All right. Yeah.
It's like Among Us, but way more fun.
Okay. Yeah. Hopefully this weekend. I should
Do you
be
have
able
like
to join.
a decent iPhone or an iPad or some sort of tablet?
Yeah.
Okay, because that's what I know. It's not on console. It's only on PC or tablet or phone.
Okay, I might
it
be
is
able to run on my
completely free
PC. So
Oh, nice.
Apex, brown chicken, brown cow. Okay, well, there we
Icar's a
go.
little hottie. Yeah, she's a good-looking little gal. She's like 20 years younger than me, so I'm not going to comment too much on that.
There's always that, yeah. Okay, yeah, Bender popped right in.
Nice. Thank goodness.
Telling me to kiss his ass. There we go.
He is. He's saying to bite your shiny metal ass.
Yeah, bite his
shiny metal ass. Yeah.
Uh,
This is the second iteration of Bender that I have built, because the first one was all wooden and I wasn't happy with the pose.
Okay, yeah.
So I redid him and changed the pose and made it look more animated like this. So
there you go. Yeah, like it. That cigar is nice.
yeah, it's that. I don't even remember what the heck it's called. One of the little plant things. It's the orange pustule, and I think it might have a lantern glitched on the inside.
Yeah, looks like.
And both the eyes are the same color. All right, awesome. That only took a year for them to update.
Not
One
too
of the
bad
eyes
at
used
all.
to be
Yeah.
like blue for some reason.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like the pustule hasn't rendered, but the lanterns are there.
Oh, okay, weird.
And then, well, I don't know. There's something flipped over at the end of the
Yeah, there should be a.
cylinders.
Maybe it's not. Maybe did I replace it with something else? I'm gonna try and get up there.
Apex, finally a base I want to have a beer with.
Yeah.
You do realize it's a robot, Apex. He would drink you into the ground because it doesn't affect him.
Yep.
That's I really like those roofs. His feet, man. Those work great. Looks like he's about to trip over his own feet, but they work great. Yeah, like he stepped on
I
one.
didn't want to make a tiny. I didn't want to spend the parts to make a tiny little short wall dome. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna use these.
Use
and
the dome
I was
roofs,
fortunate
yeah.
enough to find a color that actually kind of sort of matches.
Yeah, it's
So,
pretty damn close. Yep.
Yeah.
So and then that whiskey bottle's nice.
Yeah, the quickest, easiest whiskey bottle I've ever made.
Hey, you know what? It looks good.
Yeah, that top
So
is
that's what matters.
what makes it.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes it so easy. What I don't remember what roof part that is, but it made it real easy to figure out the rest of it.
Yep. Oh yeah. That's
What
one
is
of the
that? It's
alloy roofs.
legacy metal roof. Yeah.
Oh, it's a legacy roof. Okay, yeah, that's right. Good old Bender. Very cool, my friend. All right.
Oh, I'm glad you like him. He's he was the quickest build I've ever had. This was about 20 hours.
Hey, looks good for 20 hours, my friend.
Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty simple idea. Like if you look at his body, it's pretty easy to figure out. If you know glitch building well enough, you can make an angled cylinder with a dome at the top, and then another parallel cylinder with another dome at the top. Pretty simple.
Yeah.
The hardest part was all the arms and legs are all free place because I was lazy.
You know what? It works. Yep. Apex, he's real and I'm a figment of your imagination. Who drinks who under the table? Mm-hmm. I'm obviously already drunk because that makes no sense to me. So.
Okay, let's go to...
Oh no, we're seeing CrisCros's bases. I probably should have microdosed before instead of drinking, but
let's see. I'm trying to think of something that everybody probably hasn't seen. Let's go to the corkscrew anomaly. I bet you people haven't seen this one. Then we'll head out to like the Millennium Falcon or something like that.
Sounds like a plan to me. I got about 50 minutes, just under an hour, so we got
Well,
time.
Thank you, DG. I appreciate that. And that was a fun one. I build very few like practical bases. I think I have 2 bases that actually are building structures that could be considered a home base or something like that.
Yep.
All of my other are more like artistic sculpture type things.
Because that's where the fun's at.
Yeah, I mean that's just where my brain leads me when it comes to building stuff.
Joe wants to see the Millennium Interprizzle.
It's not done yet. It'll be done next year.
There you go. Man,
The name of this
chat's
base
just being
is
vicious.
actually- What's up?
Chat's just being vicious. Not
What do you
nice.
say? A finished Enterprise? Hey, I'm working on it. I've streamed twice in the last 2 weeks building the Enterprise. You're welcome, world.
What more do you want?
Yeah,
Are you
well,
not
what else to
entertained?
do? Really, all I have to do to get the outside of it done is finish the body, which is all going to have to be short wall sculpting because of the shape of that dang like main body connecting the saucer part at the top down to the nacelles.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be such a pain.
Gonna have to be.
I'm not looking forward to it because I know exactly how long it's going to take and what it's going to take to get it done. It's just like, ugh. But I've been procrastinating it long enough. I need to just get it done.
Oh, that's the problem with being a good glitch builder is you can tell what you're in store for. And sometimes that's not a
During my
good thing.
streams, like I'll have an idea and I'll just like throw my mouse down and be like, no, that's such a good idea, but I don't want to do
gonna
it
be
now 'cause
so
it's gonna
long.
take 5 more hours.
Why did my brain do that?
Yeah, happens to me all the time.
Yeah,
I
I'm-
get mad at myself for coming up with a cool idea.
I'm streaming and my brain is trolling me. Yo, Whiskey
Hey,
Barrel
what's up, Whiskey
Gaming.
Barrel?
How's it
Good
going,
to see you,
Taylor?
dude.
What is happening, my friend?
The Beeble Prize or the Apple Prize? Well, he had the Beeble Prize. Both of Beeblebum's enterprises were modeled off of the Enterprise A. Mine's being modeled off the Enterprise D, which is objectively a more difficult one to do, in my opinion. Not to try and discredit Beebs in any way. His stuff looks great, but
Yeah, D is more complex.
a pain. Nice to see some real builders.
Oh, what other stream you been watching, Whiskey?
Yeah.
Thanks for coming over and checking us out. You probably want to get back to that other stream, though. Oh, and I'm out of fuel. Come on. I needed launch fuel. Now I need pulse fuel. I need to just make this all free and say fuck it. I don't know why I don't, but well, I could just turn it on in the
get a
settings.
PC and mod it.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
what I do. I just push a button and everything goes away and I can do what I want. Great.
Good deal. That's the joy of No Man's Sky, man. Is everybody plays it their own way, and
Yeah.
you play it your own way. And people that bitch at other people about playing it the wrong way can go fuck right the hell off. There is no wrong
good
way
point.
to play this game.
There's no wrong way to do anything in this game. It's
No.
it's all how you do it. You were dogging yourself, Whiskey. Whatever. You built that awesome gigantic barrel that is at your main base. Just kidding. I know DG built that for you. He even has to have other builders build his stuff for him. That's how bad of a builder he is.
Holy fucking hell! What the? This just popped in whole, not piece by
You not
piece.
seen this one?
Yeah, okay. I've seen this. I have not seen it just all pop in whole all of it once.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just flying in, expect to see pieces coming in here and there, and no, just all at once.
This base has been here for a while. It better be nice and good and rendered on the damn servers by now.
Oh yeah. Now that is a quantum entanglement of twisty corridors, for sure. Those curved corridors going every which way.
Yeah, that's CrisCrosApplSoS patented rope knot. I'm trying to think of something clever right now. It looks like a rope.
It does.
Helix.
Yeah. Yeah, didn't mean to put you on the spot there. Got to come up with a name with it right now.
Yeah. I've never done a tutorial on how to do that because I don't remember how I did it. I know I made 2 different helix spirals, and then I angled the 4-sided planters from the top to the bottom, so they were all pointed down to the next one in the iterations around the helix, and then I rotated each one so that there were actually 2 planters, so there were 8 wire points in little circles facing up towards the next iteration at each helix, and then I used those somehow to get the curved corridors into those positions. I would have to figure out,
well,
or maybe over on Twitch. No, all my streams are gone.
It looks like you used them to start the corridors, and then you just started snapping the corridors to each other. Because
each one of these
they're
is
all
snapped
open.
into a... Oh yeah, they're actually
they're open. They're
I'm looking
snapped
at
to
from
each
the
other.
bottom up now. Yeah. Well, I think that maybe there's 2 or 3 snapped into each other in a row, but I know that I remember Blender glitching from one point around the helix to the next with the corridors.
This is a great planet to build it on, by the way. Fits the planet really well.
Who found this planet for me? Whiskey 24 Actual, one of my old Twitch mod.
Richard says when it first loaded, he thought it was a ship from Guardians of the Galaxy. It does kind of look like that, actually, Richard.
Well, that was the what is it called? The something adder, the death adder, gray adder. I don't remember what it's called, but yeah, big inspiration on this ship, definitely, because that's what this is supposed to be. It's supposed to be an alien ship that is like putting its tentacles down into the ground. That's what I envisioned. And then I built a little platform up there because I just wanted a spot to put the sphere of proximity switches, and I didn't have another base being built at the time, so I was like, I'm going to squeeze it in this base somehow.
There you go. And you had the P Scout, so might as well. Yeah, that's absolutely, that thing's nuts, dude. I like that a lot.
Fun fact, first tutorial I ever made was to how I built that.
How I built that? Nice.
And it's don't watch it. It is the worst, most long-winded, convoluted bullshit tutorial I've ever made. There's so much easier ways to make tiny little spheres of stuff, so 3 out of 10 would not recommend unless you want to spend 20 hours making a sphere of proximity switches.
But I like
Dark Aster, that's it. Thank you.
Dark Aster, yeah.
Thank you, Taylor.
Making it out of the proximity switches though, dude. That's such a good idea. Cause yeah, it lights up all crazy. You could just approach it and just light up one little portion of it.
Well, full disclosure, I'm not the first person to do this. Somebody that is an old school Blender builder, like right when what's his name came up with the Blender plugin for No Man's Sky, had a base that had a smaller sphere. Granted, it was about the size of a basketball, but it was made out of like 100 proximity switches, and it looked like a little eyeball that would follow you around because he had barricaded it off, so the closest you could get to it, it would just barely light up a couple of the proximity switches, so you could walk around it in a circle and make it look like it was an eyeball like following you.
That's
so
absolutely
then I wanted to
filthy.
make a bigger one of those, and I did, but I failed miserably at the distance that you could walk into it and stuff like that. I just gave up and said, you know what, it looks cool enough.
Yeah, that's super cool. Yep.
Yeah, Whiskey loves my pre slowdown videos. Nobody likes my old tutorials, man. Shut up. My old tutorials are like, okay, so connect this wire here, reverse wire glitch here, blah 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 blah, and there you go, a pyramid. Good job. They're so
Hooray
bad.
for me. Yeah. I watch some of my old like build journals like I used to do when I first started going, and I'm just like, wow, I go on. I'm bored. I'm bored watching it. I can't believe anybody else did.
Yeah. Rule number one of content creation: if you don't like your content, don't put it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why I edit so many videos and then I watch them before, like right after I render them. I watch it, and if I don't laugh at least once or I don't find something entertaining about it, I don't upload it. Like I just say, okay, well I just wasted 10 hours of my life editing this because it's horrible.
Yep. And then I'm like, now I know what not to do next time. There we go. Yep. Don't make comments about stupid shit. Try to be funny, idiot. Okay, let's see if
With
I can get
great
a little
Blender
further.
comes great responsibility. Blender is an incredibly complex program.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to utilize it to do certain things with video editing right now. And it's complex. It's rough. The No Man's Sky plugin for it makes building pretty simplistic. You can do some pretty cool stuff with it, but it's the coolest thing I've ever found to do is simply moving a base. I can copy and paste an entire base and move it from planet to planet all I want. That's what I absolutely love.
There we go. I got to the door. Ha!
Yeah,
I'm
it
inside.
takes a little parkour action.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
So
And now I'm a little
watching
nauseous.
the stream, which is a little delayed, and you're struggling.
And now I'm a little nauseous. There we go. Okay. Oh, a nice little line of proxy switches. That's fun. I like that.
Another one of my
Oh,
bases
okay.
where I never did anything on the inside very much because I ran out of parts. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna build a walkway, and that's about it.
Okay, and the walkway's made out of singleton planters.
Yep, upside down single
Upside down
planners,
because
they're
you
transparent.
can see through the
Fun
floor,
fact,
but it
they're
still
transparent
looks.
from the bottom.
Yeah. Yep.
One
So
of my favorite things to utilize in builds is,
Oh, yeah,
is
absolutely.
using those as either a ceiling or a floor or something. I absolutely love how you can see right through them.
see right through. You could do it with the beds too. I've done that to make tables, like glass tables.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Yeah, it's a great look. Very cool. I'm sorry, I can't help it. I like running along this little pathway and seeing the proxy switches light up.
I'm glad you like it because it's literally the only interesting thing on the inside of this whole base.
Yeah, just nice little.
The spiral that makes the ship itself is so many parts. It was, and then there's just nothing else I could do on the inside.
Yeah.
And the sphere of proc switches is, I think, around 500.
Well, that's just that too. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you could take that down and put some deco on the inside, but nah, I like that the way it is. Yeah.
Hey, Mad Doctor, I actually have a base you can't get out of. My portal to the glass world is a trap base. If you go all the way through it, you get trapped in the what's supposed to be the glass world, and you have to save and reload to exit.
What's going on, Mad Doctor? How's it going? I didn't say hi. Sorry about that. I'm too busy running around along proxy switch paths.
It's like a No Man's Sky model runway.
Yeah, there you go. You get physical, discrete measurements of your progress as you go along. The further ones light up, and you're like, "Ooh, the lights keep going. Let's keep following them." Hey, OE, what's happening, man? How you doing? What is going on? Yeah, I've been in a couple bases you can't get out. Some on purpose, some not so much. It's not that I didn't notice you, Mad Doctor. I saw you come in. I just got distracted by Squirrel. And I tend to squirrel a whole lot. And so, yeah, I'm like, oh, Mad Doctor's here. What was that? Oh, look, proxy switches. So, welcome, my friend. Well, hey, everybody's got to start somewhere, shock and awe. Glitching a plant into a wall, it's a starting point.
Yeah.
All right.
Honestly, I can't express how stoked I was when I finally got the timing right with a simple wire glitch.
Oh,
and was
yeah.
able to put things on floors or upside down on the ceiling or anything like that. I was like, I've done it.
Watch
I'm
what
the
I
world's
can
greatest
do.
builder.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of like being trapped in an Escher drawing there, Whiskey. Yeah, I can see that. Yep. Yeah, definitely looks like that Guardians of the Galaxy ship, though. No doubt about it.
All right.
All right, where are we headed now?
Do we want to go to my Sith Citadel or do we want to go to my airship? I think those two are probably some of the most impressive I have. Or the Sith Citadel or the airship. Let everybody
All right,
decide.
what do you say, Chad? Where are we headed next?
Yeah, earlier in my stream, I asked everybody what bases should I tour with you tonight, and Joe sent me a DM that is like half of my bases. He just sent me pictures of half of my own bases. Come on, Joe. What do you mean?
Do I know where I got the ship I'm flying currently? I do, there, OE. So I
Citadel
believe
is the only
I've got
vault
it.
I'm seeing, so
Okay. I believe I've got it saved. I believe I've got a placeholder base in the system on a different save that I used a slingshot from, OE. But if you're interested, drop me a DM on Discord and I can try and track that down and send you the glyphs.
all right, I am here at the next base.
All right, yeah, and it looks like that's the winner. That's what everybody's voting for. So, Sith Citadel it is. Tend to build large, sprawling base things that use the landscape. I like that, Bad Doctor. I really like when people incorporate things into whether it's existing game structures, like building it around settlement builds, or building them around monoliths or minor settlements or whatever. I like that a lot. Or people building them into natural caves or incorporating some sort of natural build piece or flora or fauna into it. Like old school APG flowers that he used to build on the bioluminescent planets.
I think the only thing like that I've ever done is the I just brain farted. The NASA space shuttle I built at an archive. That's about the and the communication station the pyramids around. But other than that, yeah. Tend to just try and find big flat open spots where I can sculpt something.
Yeah, so I usually try and find some sort of in-game structure to kind of anchor the build around.
Yeah.
Free pieces. Oh, that went down the wrong pipe. Oof.
That's not what you want.
No, you're supposed to drink, not inhale the liquid. Okay. There we go. Sith Citadel. But of course I don't see CrisCros's icon. That would be ridiculous.
No. Huh. Interesting.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Don't forget to check out Whiskey Barrel Gaming's stream on Friday. He's going to be starting it off with a tour of the Snowtail, and then he'll probably be getting on to doing cool stuff.
What's the Snowtail? Is that one of your bases?
Yeah, that's the base I did on his Christmas planet.
Nice.
Done only a month plus later. But it's a 6,000 piece overbuild.
Oof. Fun.
So, well, that's what I get for balancing a 32-sided sphere on top of a 16-sided sphere on top of a 12-sided sphere. Kind of eats up your part count.
Yeah, that's part counts there. Lots
Yeah.
of part counts.
Eats it up quick.
Lots of parts.
So yeah, I got that done. Barely started on the interior, hit 3K, and was like, well, fuck. I guess we're doing an overbuild.
Yep.
Because got to finish it. And then, of course, Paul Hall is a terrible influence. Made me do terrible things with the hotel. It was going to be such
Where
a
has he
nice. I don't know. I've DM'd him, and I haven't seen him for probably about a week now. I hope everything's all right.
We were talking about that in my stream earlier. We're like, where has he been?
Yeah, I hope he's doing all right. But yeah, Chet's terrible influence. It was going to be such a nice, wholesome hotel, and then they made me do terrible things. And now it's a snowman that grimaces while he poops and has voyeur rooms where you can watch people as they're in their room, and yeah, all sorts of
Love it. Love it.
It got wildly out of hand. Okay.
Absolutely love it.
Yes, this build is lots of fun, my friend. I'm sure everybody's told you that, but I'm gonna add my name to the list. I've been to see it, but I don't think I've personally told you that.
Well, thank you.
You did a great job.
I'm glad thanks for visiting it prior. I appreciate that. I was pretty sure that Beeblebum was the only one that had ever been out here. I told him to go out here.
No, I had to come see this sphere, this Death Star, man. You did such a good job with the wire.
Oh yeah,
and
Death Star plans.
Captain Steve came visited it too. I saw it on his stream.
Really? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah, when you were streaming with him and Miyogi.
When he interviewed me, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. That stream was only like 50 minutes long. I completely forgot about it.
Yeah, those streams that Captain Steve does are just short little ones. But
I haven't talked to him since. I wonder how he's doing.
Yeah,
he's like, yeah, I'll get a hold of you pretty soon. We'll stream again. And I haven't heard from him.
Still doing. I mean, I haven't talked to him, but he's still putting out good content. It's getting a little weird.
I know. He's still present in the online world. He just is not talking to me anymore for some reason.
Well, he's starting to put out some conspiracy theory type content that I'm like, you're a No Man's Sky creator, Steve. Where are you going with this? But like the Beatles and Hollow Earth and Lizard People.
Really?
So yeah,
everybody's got their thing. I guess
everybody's got their thing.
His sub increase is plateaued, so he's like, I got to start doing some new content or something.
Yeah, I gotta keep the subs coming in. I don't know, but it was definitely good for a chuckle. I'll tell you that much.
I didn't know he was doing all that. I wonder if is it satirical or is he like serious about it?
That I don't know.
Because sometimes, English people have such a dry sense of humor.
It's tough to tell.
For us Americans, it's hard to tell if they're being.
Wait, are you serious about that? Are you for real right now? Because I can't tell.
It makes me curious. I'm gonna have to go watch that now.
Yeah, check it out. Because honestly, I couldn't say. Oh yeah, there we go. That's those. Yeah, above the Death Star plans. That's a fun little structure with those infrastructure ladders.
Yeah. I like that whole area because I love did not intend for that entire the inside of that like cathedral roof to look like that, but I thought, oh my god, that looks so cool because I accidentally glitched one lantern up there and then I saw all the shadows and the lights bouncing off everything and I was like, oh my god, I gotta light this whole area up now. Yeah,
you do, because just the whole play of light and shadow up there, dude, is absolutely phenomenal.
Yep, I gotta thank Pez for all of that. He everything I know about lighting I learned from him.
Hell yeah.
Or copied from him.
Yeah, pretty much straight up. Most of my lighting stuff I straight up stole from Pez. Yeah, he does lighting like nobody's business. Did whatever. Yeah,
he's good.
Awesome. And I like the biolanterns sunk into those glitching separators. Man, I like those biolanterns, the pulse they give. There's nothing else like that. And so
the only thing I like about those, I don't use them for anything else other than that kind of luminescent
that little
pulse that they give off.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Richard, big viewership for the fake conspiracy theories. Take it easy, OE. All right, I will probably be streaming when you get up in the morning. So, yeah, I'm sorry again, squirreled. So if you would like to get coordinates to that ship, just let me know and drop in chat some tomorrow. Yeah, just let me know. I can get you cords. Totally made the offer and then squirreled.
Huh.
So
Yeah. This is I built this one quite a while. This is like six or 8 months old. Maybe
Skang
Whiskey
Biscuit.
didn't know I existed.
what's
back
going
then.
on, Skang? How you doing, man? Didn't see you come in that time for real. Didn't squirrel. So appreciate you coming by, man. How's your day going? Evening probably for you, or probably no, it's early morning for you, Skang. Yeah. The lighting on this build is, top notch.
And just so everybody knows, I do have a tutorial out for how to make the Death Star hologram Death Star plan thing there.
Very cool. Yep.
If you want one of those in your own base. I personally know of at least half a dozen people that have sent me pictures of them building Death Star plans in their own base.
Absolutely.
Which I think is the coolest thing in the world. I love that. I love to see my stuff in other people's bases. It makes me feel like my tutorials actually work.
2 a.m.
If
Skang's
somebody
in the
out there
bubble
can
bath.
actually follow them.
Yeah, absolutely. That's always good. Yeah, seeing somebody build something you did a tutorial on, you're like, yes, it works. Somebody can actually use that.
Well, that's my biggest thing is like I'm not a teacher. So outside of I used to teach guitar lessons years ago, probably 15 years ago. And while I was a chef, so I did teach a lot of like cooking stuff, but I've never been like a video essayist teacher. So I was so concerned with, and especially with all the comments I got early on when I first started doing YouTube stuff with No Man's Sky, I got so many contents like, you got to slow it down. This is too fast. I don't know what's going on. What's happening? And
Yeah.
I was very, very self-conscious, and it's taken me so long to slow everything down and actually get a little bit of confidence with my tutorials. So I'm glad, and it's so nice to see people actually being able to use the tutorials and build something, because that is perfect evidence that it is comprehensible, at least to somebody out there, and I can't ask for more than that.
Yeah, somebody
If I
can use it.
at least share my ideas with one person, I'm happy,
That's the you didn't. I feel like you don't. You feel like you don't waste. Didn't waste your time making the tutorial.
It wasn't a complete waste of time.
Yeah.
Somebody out there.
Yeah. Skeg's in the bubble bath. That's too TMI, bro. TMI. All right, Skeg's in the bubble bath. Don't picture it. It's not pretty.
Why are you in a bubble bath at 2 a.m.?
I mean, honestly, why
Are
not
you okay?
be in a bubble bath at 2 a.m.?
I mean, I guess if you're in a bubble bath at any time, 2 a.m. is just as good as any time, I suppose.
Yeah. Why not? I mean, if you got a bubble bath, time's really immaterial.
Yep.
Elena, thanks for coming over with Floury. I appreciate you hanging out. Barely get a single wooden hut before I leave to another place. Well, and that's the great thing about this game, Elena, is that you can play it however you want.
Yep.
And yeah, the exploration is definitely part of the fun. Going and seeing. That's part of the thrill of warping into a new system. Like I love the warp animation because of the anticipation built into it. What am I going to see? What's going to be there when this animation's done? Is it going to be something cool, or is it going to be more of the same stuff that I've seen? And that happens quite a bit, but those times when it is something cool just makes you go, okay, this is cool. I want to see something else cool. More. So
I guess you got a good point, Skang.
That's it. That's 100% it, Skeg. Just jelly as hell. After a hard day of glitch building, it's nice to unwind with a nice bubble bath. There you go. Still didn't go to sleep when ship hunting. There you go. That's a fantastic way to spend some time. It's very, I mean, this whole game's super relaxing. If I can't sleep, I'll glitch some pieces around, and that's just it. Teach their own.
Oh yeah, it's kind of a double-edged blade though, because if I can't sleep, I'll come here and just build or relax or do something, and then like I'll end up staying up 10 more hours because I lose track of time.
And you look up, what? It's daylight outside? Son of a bitch.
Yeah. Whoopsie.
I gotta go do adult things. All I want to do is go out, seize the day, kick it lightly in the shins, and say, what gives, day? I'm trying to... Super tired, and you keep making me do shit.
Good old life. Always kicking me while I'm down.
Yeah, I tell you what. Making you be an adult and responsible.
Only thing with Chris's tutorials is you need a lot of knowledge to be able to follow them, so it's a limited amount of people who would be able to really use them. Well, I agree, Skang, but if I was smart about my tutorials, I would have started out with like this simple glitch building, like how to glitch build, how to wire glitch, and then slowly over time gathered a little bit of an audience, and then gathered and then started getting into the more advanced stuff. I mean, I just went 0 to 100 with my first tutorial, how to make a sphere of 500 proc switches. Like, it was probably not the smartest move on my part. And then I went into the complex spirals and the vortexes and stuff like that. I should have started simple and worked my way up to the advanced stuff. But in my defense, the timing from my perspective was like, okay, I'm new to the building community. Everybody else has a million tutorials on how to do basic glitch building. I need to separate myself from it a little bit. So that's why I was like, I'm only going to do the advanced stuff. And then I get, 100 views for, per tutorial. So,
yeah, it is. I mean, and
then I have a pyramid tutorial that has like 2,500 views. I'm like, why did that out of all my tutorials, why did that one get so popular?
Yeah, well,
I spent 10 minutes making that dumb video. What the hell?
it's really, YouTube's really funny like that, and I try really hard not to get too focused on that. I mean, I still pay attention to it. You can't not pay attention to it, but
you can't not pay attention to the numbers. It's it's hard not to. I don't pay attention to how many viewers I have during a stream anymore. That's the only number I don't pay attention to. But I look at my video count, I look at my peak times, I look at all that stuff to try and better myself.
You want to get better
for
at
live streams. I can't look at my live count and I'll go, why is anybody watching me?
Yep. DG Squared's got to go carve up my roast. I'll be lurking for a bit back soon. Hey, you can call it whatever you want, DG.
Nice.
Call it whatever you want, my friend. Enjoy yourself. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, just Skang in the bathtub got him all worked up. He's got to go carve the roast.
I told you, DG, do not picture it mentally. No mental pictures.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. You'll never be the same.
You got a valid point there, Skag, I guess. It's all about self-love. Okay, do you get these landing pads? Yeah, they are. Nice. Okay.
Well, you have one new peeper now. Who's she talking about? Alina? I don't think I've seen Alina around.
Nice. Thanks for coming over, Alina. Yeah, she was in Floury Squirrel earlier, Floury stream earlier today. Another ship hunter.
Okay. Oh, Alina's a ship hunter?
Yeah. Yep, Alina's a ship hunter.
Nice.
Like I said, don't picture it. Don't. No. All right. Oh, this is nice. With a little blobby greeter for you. That's cool.
Let's see, did you go up in the building or the airship first?
I'm building
standing
first.
up by the building.
Building
Okay,
first. Yeah. Okay. I see the little auto chef here. Nice.
Yep.
Ooh, excavation claw hand like that. That's a nice touch.
Yeah, I definitely copied that droid's design off somebody. I just don't remember who, and I feel bad now.
Yeah, mental note taken. Okay. Okay, wait, what's wood? Oh, the grill is made out of the shelves. The shelves, but you've got them rotated 90 degrees to each other so they make the cross pattern. Yeah.
Applesauce patented grill, yeah.
Nice. It took me a minute. I was like, what the fuck did he make that? Oh, it's the
Doesn't that look
shelves.
awesome? It made perfect sense to me.
And
to
the
do it that way.
shelves
I've got
pulse.
another one of those on the inside of the ship too.
That's fantastic. Yep. Awesome. Yeah, I've made one land bite bead wires over a flat panel, but I like that with the. That's so much easier. Yeah, I like that a lot. Very, very cool.
And the sushi using a tiny little segment of the supply cable. That's the CrisCrosApplSoS patented the sushi as well.
That is little tiny. Yep. Okay. Yeah, those are super just fragments of supply pipe. Yep. Like a millimeter. So they're still super tightly packed in there. The ridges. The ridges.
Says so many great ideas to steal. Yeah, welcome to the No Man's Sky building community.
Exactly, yeah.
Nothing's original. Except for my ellipses technique, that's original. CrisCrosApplSoS patented.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen
restricted.
Yep. Ellipse techniques from anyone else, my friend. Yeah. Needs a geck on that grill.
Claim to the 9 and 11 sided, the nonagon and the heptagon. I don't think anybody did those two polygons. I know people did the 5 and the 7 sided before, but I don't think anybody had ever done the 9 or the 11 sided polygons, which are completely worthless to use because they're barely
just for
off
looks.
center on the last pull, so you can't really make big circles out of them because your pieces will be off. But you can make like wall structures and stuff off of them, I guess. But
Skank says he's gonna plagiarize the shit out of this.
good. I hope you do. Give me something. Give me something to somebody to sue.
Yeah, there you go.
I gotta make money off this content creation somehow.
There you go, yeah. Alina, when I watch one live, I often start following others. Well, I appreciate you coming over. And yeah, there's not much ship hunting on my channel. That's definitely Floury's deal and Ricey's and everything. And me and CrisCros, you'll see just buildings and silly shenanigans.
Yep.
Pretty much is about it.
All of my streams always turn into podcasts of some sort, whether it be a book club podcast or a film and TV podcast or a No Man's Sky building podcast. It always goes into some big discussion about something. It's never stays about one thing, which is fun.
Absolutely, that's a good time. I like those wall caps upside down with the lanterns on the tips. Very nice.
I'm sorry, I'm waiting for the stream to catch up. I don't remember what you're talking about.
I haven't even gotten to the airship
the
yet.
little balconies on the outside.
Yeah, I haven't even gotten to the airship yet.
How
a whole
much
bunch
time
of
do you have? Because there's
I should
20
probably
different rooms on the inside of the airship.
head into the airship. I squirrel, it happens. All right.
That's fine. It's fine. I'm glad. This is one of my. I think this is safe to say the only base of mine I ever went full ham into interior design with and decorations with.
Nice. Okay.
I have not since this base done any sort of interior stuff. I just don't. I just build structures now.
Oh, I remember Beeblebum coming and touring this. I remember these cannons. I freaking love these cannons, dude. Yeah.
Yep. That was me and an old Xbox, but I just fell off the world, son of a gun. Oh, here I go. Oh, don't die. Oh, I didn't die, thank goodness.
Well, Alina, building in No Man's Sky really is absolutely fantastic. I dabbled in it in a couple other games, but not very much. And then I got just unbelievably hooked on it in No Man's Sky. And so I started playing probably a couple months after launch, and I spent probably the first 2 or 3 years just exploring and doing no building at all. And then I stumbled across Beeblebum's channel. I'm like, wait, you can do what?
Yep, that's exactly me too.
Yeah.
I pre-ordered on Xbox and then played it for like 2 weeks after it came out and got real bored real quick. But I would come back at every update and play for a month or two here and there, and then started playing with a bunch of a really fun group of people that I met on Xbox Live that were doing like base building contests. And the funny thing is that it was like a group of 8 of us, and we would all build bases and brag about them, and then have our own little like interior contests about who could make the coolest bases. And none of us knew anything about glitch building. And one day, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna YouTube search this and try and learn how to. I'm gonna build the best base. I'm gonna impress all these guys. And then I found Beeblebum and was like, oh my god, I'm horrible. But then I also thought, oh, I could use this. And then I ended up getting a PC and moving on from Xbox, and never got to show off any of my cool bases to my Xbox friends.
Well, I'm really glad you showed it off to the rest of us.
I'm glad people actually like my shenanigans.
Absolutely, yeah. Ooh, I like the steering vanes on the back, using the barricades for that. For the steering vanes on the back of the blimp.
I think. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, I needed something back there to direct airflow. It didn't look right without them. But the second I threw those on there, I was like, "Yep, that's it."
Yep, that's it. There you go. That's what I've been looking for the whole time without knowing what I was looking for.
Yep.
Yeah, so you got red and yellow fissures back there.
Yeah,
merged
there's
in.
fissures are. I think it's orange and yellow. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Looks like maybe orange and red.
Those are
But,
rescaled
yeah.
with the UAG glitch, and the last part of it when you're using the wire is free wire placed on the inside of there.
Okay, yeah.
So they're all a little bit off center. I wanted them all in the same spot, but this is way before I knew how to do things appropriately.
Yeah.
So
well,
I
and you
still
could
was
get them.
good at
Yeah.
wire stuff now, but this was me still trying to figure stuff out. This is my third big glitch build that I ever did. The first one was a UFO. The second one was the Millennium Falcon, and then this was like my really testing myself to see what I could do.
Let's see how we can push this. Yeah. Yeah, very, very.
Because
cool.
the blimp idea with the cascading sized roof panels coming down and away from a semi-sphere on its side, that was like, I was like, okay, I just built a disc in the Millennium Falcon. I should try and do something a little bit more grand. And that was like, you know what, the giant like teardrop shape of a blimp. I was like, that's it, perfect. That's what I want to do.
Yeah,
so I spent 120 hours trying to figure out how to do it, and then about 100 hours actually building this base.
Yeah, that cascading size is really, really what makes it pop. Cause
yeah, and it's so inaccurate. I hate it. I hate looking at it. Full disclosure, it's horrible. There's so much better ways to do it, and I could do it so much more accurately nowadays. But I'm not gonna redo it.
Don't do it.
This is a snapshot in time for my
exactly
my evolution as a builder.
Absolutely. Yep, I'm with you 100% on that. Yep. I have successfully resisted the urge several times to go back and redo old builds, and I'm like, no.
I'm looking at your stream right now, which is a little bit behind, and you're looking directly at one of the big discrepancies in it. it's like there's no gap in between 3 rows of those cascading roofs, and then there's a huge gap. It's like, missed it by that much.
Yeah, we won't mention that. We'll just keep moving.
It's all right. It still looks good from the side. Just don't look up at it from the bottom.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Maybe
the
do
bunks.
a 2.0 next to it. I don't know. If I do another airship, it's gonna be do you imagine that from Futurama? There's a episode. No, not Futurama. From what is the other show that they did on Netflix? The guys from Futurama. Disenchanted. There's an episode of Disenchanted Disenchantment.
Mint. I think it is
Anyways,
Disenchantment.
There's an episode where there's like a steampunk episode where the main character goes to this steampunk town, and she learns about science and how to get electricity from potatoes and steam powered stuff. And there's a blimp at the beginning of that episode that's kind of really cool looking. I want to try and build, but I still have to finish the Enterprise.
And now down in the kitchen down here, we've got more sushi, Another one of those grills. And then I like the fans as burners too, stove burners.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much like par for the course when it comes to making a grill. People use those a lot for the burners,
Yeah,
for the open like stovetop burners,
absolutely. Yeah.
because that's what they look like. They look great, and you can also wire glitch 2 of those at 90-degree angles from each other to get a crisscross pattern, to get like a grid. But I didn't do it there because I was lazy. I just did it with the shelving and called it a day.
Yeah, I like that. And I mean, you're set for a full-on state dinner here, my friend.
Oh yeah, yep.
You're all set up. I mean, I can't leave.
Class, nothing but class in here.
Yeah, I hear you. Yep, can't leave without spinning the chair though.
Oh yeah, well, obviously.
Not gonna sing the song, but I'm gonna spin the chair. Oh, it popped me out here. Very nice. Okay.
Hey, Alina, we all started somewhere.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I have on my YouTube channel. I actually have and I've resisted taking it down, but I have a base tour of a orbital base that I made that is literally the ugliest thing I could have ever imagined, but I loved it at the time.
Yep.
I thought it was the coolest thing in the world, and it's the most hideous base I've ever made.
Yep. I've got it up there too. I think my very first ever video is my 3000K teleporter or 30K teleporter. And I thought, oh, this is the coolest thing. And it's not.
Yeah.
Look about it. It's just a frack load of SRT bridges all wired into each other. And that's how I learned to glitch, was building that. And that's back when the 2000K teleporter cable was a thing. And so missing that glitch and having to run back to the other side of your base 2,000 your way.
Oh,
That's some real incentive to get the glitch right.
Nightmare.
Oh yeah. That's some real incentive to get it right. Okay. I'm pretty sure I missed rooms. Let me see if I can. Okay, yep, that's what it was. It was down. I missed the whole freaking level.
Yeah, there's
That's
3
what it
levels?
is. Yeah, okay. I was like, I know I saw stairs somewhere that I didn't take.
Yeah, it's surprisingly there. It doesn't look like there's much on the inside, looking at it from the outside, but there's
There's
quite
a
bit down
lot.
in
Yeah, absolutely. You packed it in here, man. This has got.
Yeah, well, I tried.
This is
Like a real
full on
boat.
interior
They
deco.
use every square inch they can.
They do, absolutely. Yep. There's something every square inch. Oh, and the jail. I like that. There you go.
Oh, yeah, the brig.
Yeah, the brig.
This is on a different save, but on the original save on my Xbox where I built this, there's a shrunken down. I almost said herbologist. What is it called? The not the scientist station.
Gek.
The plant.
Yeah, the Gek
station.
farmer.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So there's a shrunken down version of that in there, so you could spawn in a Gek. And I think on the old tour video of this base, you can actually see the Gek back behind the bars.
Nice.
When I do the tour.
That's pretty cool. Oh,
But now
okay, there's
easier
the
ways to get
hatch.
NPCs around, isn't there?
Well, no, now they don't show.
Oh.
For other players, yeah. Yeah, you can have the station built there and everything, but yeah, it'll only be there on your screen.
Oh, big sad.
Yeah, big sad for sure. I like that cargo hatch. Awesome.
Yeah. I thought that was cheeky little crane, cheeky little hatch that well, it doesn't open and close, but it looks like it could open and close. You know, it has the illusion of functionality.
And the claw for the tip of the crane's nice because it's got those saw blades inside that kind of look like cogwheels.
Yep.
So that works real nice, yeah.
Well, I just got shot off the.
Yeah, we got
happening
pirates strafing us.
Oh. Yeah, I just got shot to the moon, and now I'm down below.
Yeah, pirates coming and getting some. I like
Have a
the
good one, Whiskey.
golden
Take it
counters.
easy, my friend.
Take it easy, Whiskey. Have a good night, my friend. We'll talk to you on Friday. All right. But yeah, I remember Beeblebum touring this, and that cannon on the front really liked that a lot. And I'm pretty sure, yep, I stole that wheelbarrow handle idea.
You mean the Beeblebum half touring it?
Yeah, I stole that it was wheelbarrow handles as handles for the gun idea.
Yeah.
Yep, that's not,
and they did it again. These pirates. All right, I'm getting out of here.
They're leaving me alone. So
they just I just took 2 minutes to jetpack back up to the top, and
they shot you back off
immediately.
They've got it in for you,
they
Chris.
won't let me up top.
Yeah,
I literally can't do anything right now. They just
That's
keep
too
shooting me
funny.
down. That's fun. Game is fun.
I've got an icon on my screen for a planetary pirate raid. Fun.
Okay, what does that even mean?
I don't know. I wonder.
do
I
you
bet you could go shoot down the pirates and get some standing with whatever group runs this system. So that's fun. Very nice. Well, all right. I think that we should be able to use the cannons on the pirates, Mad Doctor. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be fun. All right, man. Well, I think that's about it for me tonight. I gotta get little ones into the bath, but I appreciate you showing me some bases here, man. This has been
I appreciate you
lots of fun.
wanting to take the time to look at my shenanigans.
Absolutely, this has been lots of fun. And so, if you were down for a part 2, I would absolutely be down to do this again, my friend.
Absolutely, anything.
So, okay.
Anything for you, my friend.
Well, I do appreciate it. Yeah, we'll have to do this again in a month or so. And, because I know this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, I got a few more I could show
a
off.
few more.
Maybe,
All right.
maybe the Enterprise will be done by then.
Absolutely.
It won't be.
There we go. All right. Yeah. Apex, he didn't know pirates liked applesauce. Now you do. Now it's
We're all
learn something new every stream, Apex. I try and hook you up, man. That's what I'm here for. Oh, and I'm getting dive bombed by the birds. That's great. Okay. All right. But appreciate Floury. Thanks a lot if you're still around. Probably not. He's probably fast asleep. I think it's 5 or 6 in the morning for him. But thanks for the raid, Floury. Appreciate it. Thanks for everybody that came on over, hung out, while put up with mine and Chris shenanigans. Hopefully you were mildly entertained. I had a blast. This has been a great time.
Oh, I'm glad.
It's awesome shit, and made a whole bunch of mental notes.
Well, I'm glad.
So.
I'm glad all around that my stuff is enjoyed by anybody other than myself.
Yep. Absolutely.
Good stuff.
That's probably what it is. They're mad at me for stealing the eggs, Mad Doctor, of course. Yeah.
Oh, it all comes together.
All right. So when are you going to be live again, Chris? You going to be doing more Hogwarts tonight or tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm probably going to go live in about 5 minutes because I want to keep playing Hogwarts because that game is so much fun.
Yeah, is it good? They did a good job with it?
I mean, it's like, you're a PlayStation guy. Did you ever play Horizon?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
West?
I freaking love the Horizon
it's
games.
It's like that, except way better and in the Wizarding world.
Well, shit, I might have to... Oh, it's PC only, isn't it?
No, it's everywhere, I think.
Okay. Shit, I might have to check that out then.
Xbox people were playing it early because they were buying it and then changing the time on their consoles to play it early.
Nice. Well, I mean, the Horizon games are some of my absolute all-time favorites, other than No Man's Sky. So.
I never finished the first one, and I heard Forbidden West was even better. So
they're both.
I need to go back and play them eventually.
Phenomenal, yeah. Both. I can suggest both of them. Can't suggest highly enough. So. But all right, well, yeah. Check out Chris here in about 5-10 minutes playing some Hogwarts, and I'll be live again tomorrow morning. Doing some streaming, and then hopefully tomorrow sometime I'll get out next episode of Glitch Slap that hopefully Chris won't roast me too badly in the comments for. It's going to be about wire glitching. So if you would go through, find all the inconsistencies and just DM me with them, Chris, instead of putting them in the comments.
As long as you return the favor too.
You got it, my friend. All right.
All right,
Sounds
sweet.
good. Everybody, thanks for coming by, hanging out, and have a great rest of your evening. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Take it easy.
Bye, everybody.
That put to sea, the name of the ship was the Billy O.T. The winds blew hard, her bow dipped down below me, bully boys blow. Soon may the weathermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She'd not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her a right whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Soon may the weathermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Before the boat had hit the water, the whale's tail came up and caught her. All hands to the side harpooned and fought her when she dived down low. Soon may the weathermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. No line was cut, no whale was freed. The captain's mind was not on greed, but he belonged to the whaleman's creed. She took that ship in tow. Soon may the weathermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. For 40 days or even more, the line went slack, then tight once more. Our boats were lost, there were only 4, and still that whale did go. Soon may the weathermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. As far as I've heard, the fight's still on. The line's not cut and the whale's not gone. The weatherman makes his regular call to encourage the